All right, welcome back to the course, guys. So in this one, we're going to start setting up our environment, okay? So basically, what I'm going to do first is on my introduction page, I'm just going to open Ionic framework and it will open in a new tab. And then I'll then come back here and I'll click on environments setup, okay? So once you open this app toolkit, it only needs to load once, okay, and everything is packaged within the toolkit, okay. So everything you need to build apps is right here in this app I created. So in this first video, we're going to download and install Node.js and Node Package Manager. That's what NPM stands for, okay. So basically you just need to click on this link here. So I'll just click on it and it will open up Node.js website, okay. So well, depends on when you're actually taking this course. You can actually just install whatever version you have here that is recommended for most users, okay. Ignore this one with the latest feature, just go with the one that is recommended for most users. So all you just need to do is to click on this and you should be able to download it, okay. I already have it downloaded and installed, okay, on my system. So you just go ahead and download it. I'm not going to repeat that process, and that's basically one of the reasons why I said that you should have at least basic knowledge on how to use a computer. So knowing how to install a simple software is one of the things that you're supposed to know before you take this course, okay. But then it's actually very straightforward. All you need to do is when you've downloaded that file, you just need to double click on it, okay, and it will install on your system, okay. All right, so go ahead and do that. That's the first software we're going to be downloading, and I'm going to create each of videos for all of the software we're using. So by downloading and installing Node.js, there is also a Node Package Manager that comes with it, okay. All right, but basically, how do we know we've downloaded and installed Node.js? So if you are on a Windows like myself, I want you to come to computer and click on CMD, okay, which stands for like the command prompt on Windows. If you're on a Mac, you can simply just use your terminal on the Mac. So I'm going to click on the CMD, so you should do the same, and it will open up something like this, okay. So now what I want you to do to check if you've actually installed Node is to type node, N-O-D-E, okay, give a space and then -v, okay. That is a command that we're using to check for the Node version that we have installed, okay. So you are supposed to do this after you've installed the Node.js software. So I'm going to hit enter. So go ahead and hit enter, and as you can see, for me I have version 14.15.4, okay. Next, I'm going to type npm, which stands for Node Package Manager, and it actually comes bundled up with the Node.js application. And then I'll type -v and then I'll hit enter. Okay, so you see here that I have version 6.14.10. okay. So this is just to confirm that I actually have Node.js installed, and if you do the same on your system, you should actually get the version you have installed. So that's it for installing Node.js. In the next video we're going to install Visual Studio Code. All right, thank you so much and see you in the next one. All right, welcome back, guys. So in the previous video, we were able to install Node.js and we used the command prompt to see the version of Node.js we had installed, okay. So now we're going to install Visual Studio Code. So basically all you need to do is just click on the Visual Studio Code, the download tab, and it will open in a new tab. Okay, so this is the download page for Visual Studio Code. Don't get intimidated if you don't know how to code. Basically, you are not actually coding, okay. You are just using the toolkit to create apps, okay. So basically I want you to just download for whatever operating system you have, either a Windows or a Mac, Okay, so I have a Windows, so but I already have Visual Studio Code installed. So but for you, click on download for Windows or whatever operating system you have, and you should get this page to download. Okay, but I already have it downloaded, so I'm not going to repeat that. When it downloads, just go ahead and double click on the downloaded file and it will install on your system. Okay, all right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open Visual Studio Code so that you can see how the application is. So I'll come here and I'll search for Visual Studio. Okay, so this is Visual Studio app. Open it up. I'll click on it just to open up a new tab. I already have it opened actually, but I just want to open a new tab so you can see how it is. Okay, so by the time you install Visual Studio Code and you open it, this is what you are going to see. Okay, it's just a welcome tab on Visual Studio Code. We're not going to do anything in Visual Studio Code now. We just want to make sure that it's installed on our system. So go ahead and do the same. All right, so thank you so much and see you in the next video. All right, welcome back guys. So in this one we are going to download and install Java on our computer. Now for most people you probably already have Java installed, but for those that don't, and I just want to show you how you can do that. So that's the step 3 here. So there is actually the Java development kit and the Java runtime environment. Like I've always been saying, you actually don't need to know exactly what all of this mean, but just go ahead and download it. So first I would open the first one, which is JDK, and let me just show you. All right, so this is what the website looks like. So I'm just going to scroll down, and as you can see, there are different files that can be downloaded. Okay, so this is for Linux, Mac OS. So what I'm interested in is Windows. Okay, and basically I'm interested in this one with an extension of .exe. Okay, and this is the size. Okay, I'm not interested in, okay, yeah, there's also the 64-bit that also has .exe. So you can go ahead and download. If you have a 64-bit system, just go ahead and download this and you should be able to install it on your system. Okay, and then the second one is the Java runtime environment. So let's open that up and you will see the difference between the two. So this is JDK, right? If you come here and you scroll down, you see that this is JRE. So they are like two, they're related but they are different. Okay, so just come down here and get the .exe file extension for Windows. Okay, so just go ahead and get it and install it on your computer. Okay, so basically the file downloads, you double click on it and it's going to install on your computer. Okay, so next what I'm going to show you is how to add these two pieces of software to your environment variables. Okay, so pay close attention because this is actually important. So I'm going to open up my computer. Okay, and right here on this PC, right, I'll just right click and I'll click on properties. Okay, so follow me closely. It will bring up my system properties, so I can minimize this and expand this. So this is my system properties. Next I will click on advanced system settings. So this is what I need to click on. Okay, all right, so you see here that it brings up this small dialog box and I'm interested in environment variables, so I'll click on environment variables and this other dialog box comes up. Now let me bring up my computer, my file explorer that I closed, and just keep them separate. Okay, all right, so I want it to stay on top. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my C drive. Okay, so just follow me closely and then I'll go to programs. Okay, so this is program files. I'll open that up and then I'll look for Java. So I'll just say J, and you see here we have Java. So if you've installed Java on your system, you should have the same. Okay, so go ahead and open that up and you see here I have JDK and JRE. Okay, let me just bring this up here and show you exactly what I want you to do. So in this area here where they said system variables, if I scroll down, you see here that we have Java underscore home, and then we have this value here. So basically you just need to come here and double click on the JDK part, okay, and then click on this tab here. It will select the path for this piece of software, and then you can just simply right click and copy it. Okay, so you come back to this environment variables here, specifically the system variables. I know this may look very complex, but it's actually very easy if you just follow step by step. If you don't have Java underscore home, right, all you need to do is click on new. Okay, and here just go ahead and type Java underscore home. Okay, and then for the variable value, paste in this variable you copied from this file explorer here, and then click on OK. It's going to add this variable to it's going to add this details to our variables, system variables here. Okay, but as you can see, I already have that added here. Okay, so I don't need to repeat the same thing. If I click on edit, you'll see that I have it added. Okay, so I'm going to click on cancel. So that's the first thing I want you to do. Now the second thing I want you to do is to come to path. Okay, most likely you're going to have this system variable set path, but if you don't, you can simply just click on new and set the path variable. Okay, so for the path, let me just open it up. So I'll select it and I'll click on edit, and if you see somewhere, okay, here, so here we have this variable, this value here. So let me show you how you can get to this point here for the Java JDK and JRE. So remember, we are in these program files, and then this is JDK, Java, then JDK. Just click on bin and it will open up and it will add bin here. Okay, select this this bar here, and then right click and copy that, and then come back to your system variable here, and then sorry, let me just close this up and do it one more time. So like I said, if you have path, all you just need to do is click on path and edit it. So click on edit, it will open that up, right? And if you don't have the Java file path inserted, click on new and you get the opportunity to paste that in. Okay, so what we just copied here, you can paste it in, but as you know, I already have it here, so I'm going to click on cancel. Okay, now I'm going to go back to Java. So this is for JDK. I'm going to repeat the same thing for JRE. So I'll double click on JRE, and then I'll double click on bin to open it up. I'll select the path, and then I'll right click and I'll copy, and then I'll then come to my environment variables. I'll go to path here, and then I'll click on edit. Okay, if I don't have the JRE already set, I'll click on new and then I'll paste it in here. Okay, so but as you can see, I have the Java JDK and JRE already added to my path. Okay, so I'll cancel that. So basically that's what I need you to do for after you've installed Java JDK and JRE as well. Okay, so do that and see you in the next video. All right. All right, welcome back, guys. So in this one, we are going to install Android Studio, okay, which is the software that we are going to use to package our Android application. So let's click on that to open in a new tab, and it's going to take us directly to the Android Studio page. All right, so all you need to do is just download the version you find on this page. Okay, so just go ahead and click on download. It's quite large, so this one I have here is 896 MB. So just go ahead and download it. So this is one of the reasons why I said that you need internet, good internet access, okay, for this course. Okay, so go ahead, download and install it, and then we'll then add it to our environment variables. Okay, so I already have it downloaded and installed on my device, so I'm not going to bother doing that, but please do. And when you have downloaded and installed it, you can continue by adding it to the environment variable. So let me show you how you can do that. So remember how we got to the point where we saw our environment variable. So I'm just going to go to my file explorer, and I'll right click on my PC and click on properties. So I'm actually repeating it so that you can see me do it again and probably start getting used to it. Next, I'll click on advanced system settings. Okay, so it brings up this dialog box here, and I'm interested in environment variables. All right, so this is the tab that comes up right now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to locate the path for Android Studio SDK. Okay, so I would first let me show you how it is or where it's located in my system variables. So I'll come down here to path. Okay, I would click on edit so that you can see. So let me just expand this just a little. Okay, so if you look here, you see we have app data, local, Android SDK, and then build tool. Okay, so let me show you how you can locate this on your system before you add it to this path here in your environment variables. So I'll just come to my computer and I'll open the C drive, and in the C drive I'm interested in the users. Okay, so I'll come to users, I'll open it up, and I'll click I'm the current user, so I'll click on that name there. All right, so what I'm interested in is app data. Okay, now for some people you may not actually see app data on your as a folder. So what you need to do in that case is to come up and click on view and come here and click on hidden items. Okay, so it may be unchecked for you, but if you click on it, it will show app data and some other hidden items. Okay, so I'll click on app data, I'll open it up, and then I'll click on local, and I'll click on Android, open that up, and then SDK. So you see the way I'm progressing, and then I'll click on build tool, and then I'll just click on this version 29.0.3, and that's all. So basically what I'll just do is I'll select the path here and then I'll copy it. Okay, I would come, I can simply just minimize it since I've copied it, and then let me cancel this. I'll come to my system variables, I'll come to path, and I would click on edit, and then if I have not added it before, I'll simply just click on new, and then I'll paste in what I copied and add it to the system variables. Okay, so that's how easy it is for you to add your Android Studio to your environment variables. Okay, so yeah, so that's it for Android Studio. So in the last one, we are going to install Gradle. Now if you have some experience with Ionic, it may look like I am doing some things that are not necessary. Okay, I actually know some of these things, and I know which ones I actually don't need to do, but Ionic can actually be very problematic if you don't do some of these things. In other words, there's a tendency that you get some errors, and this may discourage a lot of beginners. Okay, so that's why I'm just taking you through all of this process to make sure that we have a free ride when we start developing. So just bear with me and help me walk through these processes so that we can start. All right, thank you so much, and see you in the next video. All right, welcome back, guys. So in this last one, we are going to download Gradle, and let me just say briefly that I actually know that Android Studio comes bundled with Gradle and even Java. Okay, but I'm trying to, as much as possible, to avoid any kind of errors for some of the new students. Okay, that's why I'm just making sure that we have everything installed and added to the environment variable. Okay, so it's not like I don't have the knowledge that, oh, Gradle actually comes with Android Studio, but sometimes there can be some funny errors, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. Okay, that's why I'm going through the motions. All right, so we're going to download Gradle here, and I'll just click on download, so it opens in a new tab. And okay, so this is the website where we can download Gradle, and basically I'm just going to scroll down. All right, so I think they have version 6.8. okay. I think the one I have on my system is 6.7.1. okay, but it doesn't actually matter. You can go ahead and download the latest version you have. It should still work fine. So basically just download the binary only. Okay, there's no need to download the complete. Okay, just download the binary only. Okay, so click on it to download it. I already have it downloaded. Okay, so I'm not going to repeat that. Okay, but just go ahead, and it's a zip file. Okay, I'm going to cancel that, and I'll locate my own downloaded folder and show you exactly what to do. So let me just go to my downloads, and it's in my compressed folder. It's a zip file. So this is it here, Gradle 6.7.1-bin. okay, so what you need to do is I need you to right click and to extract this file. So if you have WinZip installed, you can just click on extract and extract it to like a folder. Okay, so go ahead and do that, and it will create a new folder here. Okay, so open that folder that it created, and then you will see Gradle and you see the version. All right, now what I want you to do is I want you to select this and right click and then copy it. Okay, good. Now go to your computer and your C drive. Okay, and open up your C drive, and I want you to create a folder named Gradle. Okay, which is exactly what I have here. So Gradle, it's going to be an empty folder because you just created it. Now open it up and paste in the Gradle extracts you copied. Okay, so that's basically what I just did here. All right. All right, so next we're going to add it to our environment variables. So I still have my environment variables opened here, so it's going to be pretty fast. So within this Gradle folder, I want you to open up this folder you pasted in here. Okay, so first let me show you how it works here. So in my system variables, I'm just going to scroll down, and just a minute, I'm going to add it to my path. Okay, so this path here, which we've been working with, I'll click on edit, and somewhere here you will see Gradle. Okay, so come back to your folder and open up the bin folder. Okay, so this is exactly what I want you to do. Now select this path, right click and copy it, and then come back to this your path here, and then click on new and then paste it in. Okay, so I already have it here, which is what you see, C and Gradle 671 /bin. I already have it here, so there's no need for me to do that again. So go ahead, click and then click on OK, and you can go ahead and just close up everything. Okay, so basically that's basically what I want you to do. I know we've spent quite some time setting up our environment and making sure that everything is perfect so we don't have any errors. Now this is not an absolute guarantee that you're still not going to get some errors when you start working in Ionic. Okay, so if you get any kind of error, please do not panic. All errors in Ionic can actually be resolved and solved. Okay, and together we are going to tackle any future errors or any possible issues that come up while we are developing our apps. Okay, all right, so thank you so much, and let's get started.